Hey guys, welcome to Wasteland Games. I thought I'd do a recap video on just about every project that I've actually done since I've started the channel. There's a few here that are sort of incomplete, but there's only a couple little minor ones that are not quite finished. But I thought kind of just do a recap in case no one has seen the channel before, and you're just stopping by, just kind of curious of what this type of hobby is all about. This is a combination of Gaslands and some just custom vehicles that I built just for my, just to have fun. And but you can totally use these for like different type of tabletop games, not just Gaslands, but there's other games that that you could just kind of take the rules and all you need is like some cars that have like typically guns attached to them and weapons. So I have a variety of projects here that have different types of guns, different types of armor, and different types of themes. But anyways, just kind of really walk through everything. Starting at the back, this is my car of the month Steampunk tank that I built. It's a combination of a train and also a tank. You can look out for the video of build on that. Here's an incomplete Menasor. This is the Constructicon combiner that I've been working on. I have to actually go ahead and build Motor Master for the team, but I have everybody else here, including Wild Rider, Drag Strip, and Dead End, and then I got a finish breakdown at the front here. Beside him is actually the first combiner that I built, which is the Constructicons, basically a Truckosaurus themed, or based on the theme of the Constructicons with a Grimlock head. Got a plane that I've been working on that I should actually finish that. Car of the month themed war rig that is really based on a speed racer vehicle, and it's supposed to have like a Blade Runner kind of look to it. It actually glows in the dark. I got a Team Canada vehicle with a bazooka, a buggy with some toothpicks for machine guns. Performance car. There's another car of the month vehicle that I had done that's basically a mummy. It's got a lot of like skin and flesh on it right here, so it looks supposed to look like it's kind of dead and coming out of the ground. My first ever war rig. This is kind of what got me going, so I really love this one. I try to make it look as close as I could, or really I based it on the Mad Max movie version of their war rig, so I thought I kind of did my own thing to it as well, but I just overall it's supposed to look kind of like that. Here's a menacing limo that I put together that actually looks really cool because it actually moves, like all the tires are still movable and stuff like that. I learned quite a bit about painting over rubber with that vehicle. Got this one here that sort of gave me an interesting technique for doing rust. Got a rocket car over there, like a wagon. Custom helicopter that I put together. Basically, it's actually a Mattel. I think this. Sorry, not a Mattel. This is a Matchbox car, and then I basically built the entire helicopter from scratch. It's got magnets on it to have the propeller so that it moves. Both of them move actually, as well as you can see here. I'm missing one of the back stands, so I'm just using this other one here. Got a performance car, buggy, two drag racers that I put together that are kit bashed, and the way I did the video was anyone could just buy the same cars and just kind of mismatch, you can mix and match the vehicles. This was, I think it was like the baby carriage car, like drag strip car, so the chassis itself is really good for building a drag car out of it. Start over here. This is my first Martian racer. I gotta build more of these. I was planning on doing a whole bunch more, but I hadn't really got around to it. Whoops. Here's one of my first cars. This is an exploding buggy. I left it all apart so I can take it apart and show the interior as well. But it's all painted on the inside. Quite like that. I'm gonna leave that here. Another performance car. This is something that I basically just added a new motor in the back of it. Did some simple mods and then I just painted it up. Actually, I used soap on this when I started doing the paint job. I was painting over soap, and then it just kind of scraped off the paint afterwards. Here's a simple build that I did with just using a Space Marine, I guess, shoulder pad or a weapon for a motor, an exotic motor. And I just put a little Space Marine gun on the top. And here is a convertible monster truck that you can kind of put in your own different poses. Really like this one. Another performance car with a flamethrower. Here is the Phantom. This is a Phantom themed vehicle. I was making it look like kind of the superhero Phantom, and combined it with a vehicle that had just an interesting base, and I put some tank trucks on the back of it. There's an Impala, one of my first vehicles I ever did. Another Buggy. Here's a sketch car that I did. I thought it was kind of fun to do. I might actually redo that one and turn it into something else unless I have another version of that car. Here's a vintage Demon that I resurrected, turned it into a Gaslands car, kind of damaged it up a bit. It was really hurting and incomplete, but I turned it into something kind of cool. Basically a piece of art now. Speaking of art, here is an animated car. This is the first one that I've done. I'm going to try to do this again at some point. Here's something where I sculpted the armor using some like air dry clay. Got more of that stuff. I'm gonna work on it. Work on another vehicle again, because this stuff is really cool. Here is the last car that I just did this week at the time of this video. So here is basically the it's a bounty hunter that I put together for basically I called it Lockdown, but I used a Matchbox car for that. Here is vehicle that's supposed to look like it's completely on fire on the roof. Cool looking minivan with basically a mortar at the top and some guns on the side. Constructicon team. Here's the once again the mini Arc Reactor car here, using a vintage Matchbox car, my 3D printer car, and then so yeah, this one built out of all like printer parts from Hewlett Packard. Here's a cool looking Buggy. Now this flag here, actually I should have done it with this guy here, I forgot. I used basically masking tape to make this little flag at the top here. So it's the best thing to use if you want to use, like put a little flag on the top of your car, just use masking tape. Here's a Space Marine bike. I got to work on building more of these. Basically it's a Space Marine torso with some Hot Wheels car, wheels attached to it, and then simply a Space Marine shoulder pad at the back here. This is one of my first cars, so basically a Charger, and it's got a little machine gun on the front. And then I think last but not least is the Rickstein hot rod car combined with basically like an El Camino at the back here, and like I basically took off the whole front end and added this piece here along with the engine, and I built my own little accessories in the back here consisting of like canvas bags, some ammo boxes. This is actually tin foil, and then just some armor from like Flames of War, the game called Flames of War, and a machine gun, a Tamiya German machine gun at the front here. So, and that's basically about it. So it's sort of a big recap of all the vehicles that I put together here. Hopefully you guys like all these so far, and there's going to be more to come. I may actually start parting with some of these actually, so they're starting to take up a little bit of room, so I might figure out a way to start doing that. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to do a recap video, and yeah, let me know what you like, what your I don't know, which car you like the best, which project you like the best overall, in the comment section down below. I'd be just interested in hearing your thoughts on these. And yeah, thanks a lot for checking out this video.